herself. These are her recipes, and we're actually going to talk about the different soaps, and we've got several here, but I understand that, Ann, you have close to over 20 to 25 different soaps.
Absolutely.
Okay, so why so many?
Well, every soap has a different benefit.
Okay.
And I just love the smell of all of them. They're all natural and they just all smell good. And everybody's so different with what they like. So.
And then you get these people like who send you suggestions of different ones they want.
Oh my goodness, all the time.
So let's talk about the soap first. Let's talk about the ingredients. Everybody is always concerned. We see a lot of things out there now about all natural, allergy free. There's all kind of, going green. Right. So, tell me first a little bit about the ingredients that your soap. Is it complicated? Is it, what's in it?
Well, it's actually very simple. The complication is the ratio of the different oils that you use.
Okay.
Some oils bring a certain amount of hardness to the recipe. Some oils bring different degrees of lathering.
Okay.
So it's all in what percentages that you use of the different ingredients.
Okay. So I'm assuming your recipe is your recipe.
Absolutely.
So how long did it take you to actually, I'm assuming you tested out different ones and things like that. So how long have you been doing this?
Well, I did it years ago and I kind of put it aside and then I came back to it. So this time it's been about 2 years.
Okay.
And it's just mostly trial and error.
Okay. So I'm assuming you've got these recipes under lock and key and...
Absolutely, and I'm not even telling you where.
Exactly. So the process, without sharing any secrets or anything, but what are just the simple process? Because everybody goes out there and I'll see, I can make my own homemade soap or anything. But I think yours is uniquely different because of the type of oils you use. You want to talk about some of the ingredients and the level?
The first thing that I did really was research. What are the best oils? How much of an oil can you put in a soap? What will last the longest? What will preserve well on its own? And then there's the old, it's not a pinch of this and a peck of that.
Okay.
When you're doing oils and you're working with oils and lye and water, the measurements have to be exact. It has to be the same measurement every time. A variation will ruin a batch of soap.
Okay. And I'm assuming too, because these aren't being used for just personal use. Now that you're selling them to consumers, it's really important to make sure it's consistent over and over.
Absolutely. It's very important for that consistency because you want the same result every time.
Yeah.
I don't want a customer to call me and say, well, that last batch lathered so well. What happened to this batch?
Right.
So
Absolutely.
It has to be consistent.
Yeah.
We did a lot of trial. We had a lot of people try it. You were one.
Mm-hmm.
And through the feedback kind of determined the final recipe of how we were going to make it. And it's made consistently the same way.
Okay, so now let's talk about, we've got a couple of these that are unwrapped, and there's a difference between, the way that they look. You want to tell us a little bit about this one?
All right. This is one of my best sellers, and right now charcoal is such a very popular ingredient in soaps, masks, and other beauty products. Charcoal is very healthy.
Okay, charcoal.
Yes.
Like, is this the charcoal
This
we grill with?
It's an activated powdered charcoal.
Okay.
It is made on the same principle as the charcoal that you grill with.
Okay.
It is a wood-fired product.
All right, but I can't just go out to get a bag of charcoal and put it on my face and think it's going to be great.
No. This charcoal has been through several refining processes.
Okay.
It's a very fine product. There are no chemicals in it. And it blends very easily because it is a powder.
Okay.
So this particular soap is a detoxing soap.
Okay.
Charcoal is known. You've heard of taking activated charcoal pills?
No, actually I haven't, but I'll take your word for it.
There are people, and it's also used in cases for poisoning because charcoal absorbs.
I have heard of that. Yes, absolutely.
And some people take it on a daily basis because it has also its own health benefits.
Okay.
When you use this and put this on your skin, this helps draw out toxins off the surface of your skin. and helps cleanse
So
your
it's great
skin.
for like acne and
Absolutely,
people with oily skin
Well,
or dry
and-
skin. Can
and
it be
I-
used on both?
Right, it can, because the soap is very moisturizing.
Yeah, that's something I just noticed. I'm sitting here holding the soap, just picking it up, and it's not greasy, but it just feels fabulous.
I know, it is fabulous.
I know. Okay.
And when you get it wet, it's even more fabulous.
So talk about that, because like I said, we've got the different ones here. So what makes these, I mean, that's a solid look there, but then you've got these different looks here. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but you can tell that this looks like it's got the different herbs and stuff in it.
It does. This soap, I believe is...
It's the Wake Me Up. I unwrapped it to Wake Me Up, sorry.
I thought so. I have several soaps with peppermint and herbs in it.
Yes.
But anyway, these little splotches are actually real peppermint leaf.
Okay.
They're organic, dried peppermint leaves in here. And peppermint is so good for your skin. It's so good to just wake you up. It feels good. It just brightens you. So I thought the addition of the herbs helps with the essential oils, with the soothing properties and the health properties, and it also kind of makes the soap look pretty too.
Right. So peppermint seems it's popular, right?
Oh,
I mean, it
absolutely.
smells great, but I always think of peppermint as being red and white, but in its natural state, oh, this is amazing what it smells
Peppermint
like.
is a green leaf. When it dries, it's like anything else. It turns a brownish
Yep.
color.
So awesome. Tell me a little bit about this one. So this one got an amazing smell,
This
very
is-
earthy.
This is one of our men's soaps, and it's all natural also.
So it's a man soap, because this is like my favorite one so far that I'm smelling.
Look, I had somebody suggest that I create a man's line, so we did. I took it to a couple of events and previewed it, and the women are buying it, and I'm thinking, are you buying all this for your guys? And one lady said, oh no, this is mine. I don't know what he's doing, but this is mine.
But I think it's interesting that women will buy a soap that says, I think it's because we want our man to smell this good, right?
Yes.
So, all right, so we've got the different ones. So you mentioned something about the essential oils.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit, you were talking about the ingredients and you were talking about essential oils, and there's just again a lot of information. You can go out now and there's diffusers, there's companies on essential oils, you can go to Target, you can go to Walmart. There's got to be a difference, because you can look at the price difference. And so educate our audience real quick a little bit about essential oils and your choice of what you put in your products.
Essential oils at Target and Walmart, a lot of times are sold in the section with the reed diffusers and stuff.
And the candles and stuff.
Right.
Okay?
Those oils are mostly just to put in those diffusers. They are not oils to put on your skin,
Okay.
or even in my soap.
Okay.
They have other chemicals in them.
Okay.
The essential oils that we use, like lavender is a good example. It is all lavender oil. I only use therapeutic grade.
Okay.
A lot of my oils that come from other areas have certain testing requirements that go with those oils. A lot of the oils that I do use can actually be ingested, and they can be worn close to your skin.
Oh, okay. So you're actually able.
Yes, I diffuse a lot of the oils that I use in the soaps. Through making the soap, I've learned a lot about the different properties of essential oils. Lavender, a lot of people associate lavender with soothing and healing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
also,
sleeping.
it is a natural antibiotic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So a lot of times, somebody will call me and say, hey, what's a good soap for acne? Or I have these, little sores on my skin. Well, if they want something with an essential oil in it, a lot of times I'll recommend my lavender, because it has
Okay.
its own properties, and you have to be very careful with the FDA guidelines when you talk about essential oils and what they can and can't do here.
So you said therapeutic oils, and is that really, because we were talking about price difference and things like that, so is it because, is there a certain grading or something that makes that different?
There is, and the oils at Walmart in the diffuser section are $4.95, $5 a bottle. If you see an essential oil that cheap, you really need to be reading the label. If you don't understand the label, you need to put it back on the shelf.
Okay, so one more question, just talking about oils, just because I'm curious myself and kind of learning. Um, why is it? I noticed you wrap, and you told me earlier there was a reason. I'll let you explain to our audience why you wrap your soaps. But I've gone in stores, and while these smell great, you wrap them to protect the scent because eventually you can lose the scent. But yet I'll go in stores and see soaps that aren't wrapped, they're out, you can smell them when you walk in the door. What type of oils are they using?
Well, for me, because I use expensive, very good therapeutic essential oils, after a while, essential oils are like anything else. They will fade with time. So we double wrap to protect not only the oils, but the herbs.
Okay.
We use it to protect the scent, and so that the sunlight and stuff doesn't do as much damage to the oils if they're wrapped. And also, I love for people to pick my stuff up.
I know, I was thinking.
And I love for people to smell, but this is a bar soap.
Right, people are going to use it.
People are going to touch it. I'm not real sure I want to go home and use a soap that's been thrown on the floor, or knocked over and use that on my body.
So I was noticing on the ingredients, and I know you and I had spoke earlier about simple ingredients. I mean, listen to this. You list all your ingredients right on your label.
Absolutely, have to.
In detail. I mean, she doesn't even just put oils, and coconut oil, canola oil, olive oil, castor oil, vitamin E, and cranberry seed essential oil. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That is exactly what is in this soap. There are no hidden ingredients. There's no chemicals slipped in. There's no hardeners. There's no suds enhancers. There's nothing in here. What you read on the labels of any of my products is exactly what you're getting.
Okay, so tell me, as we wrap up, tell me a little bit about some of these, just real quick, these different soaps. I see here, Simply Simple Oatmeal. Who would really, oatmeal I hear is great, oatmeal baths and things like that.
Anybody with a skin condition,
okay,
children, babies, and anybody, there are some people that are scent sensitive, even to essential oil.
Right, I noticed this one's just real clean.
Yes,
there's not
there
really
is
a scent
no
to it.
essential oil in it, but it does have oatmeal in it.
Yeah, I was noticing that. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you've got it layered in.
Oh, yeah.
This is real oatmeal in
It
here.
is.
So, all right, so tell me real quick, petal salt.
This is a rose oil.
Very soft smelling.
And it is all the same ingredients except for the oatmeal, but this has a rose oil in it. And rose has a lot of skin properties, and it's also great for relaxing in the tub. Some people don't like lavender. Some people love rose.
I love rose. Sounds fantastic. Now you told me earlier that the cranberry was one of your best sellers.
It is. It started off as a Christmas soap.
Yeah.
And it got so popular that it's a year-round soap now.
Okay.
But it is a great smelling. It's clean.
Oh, it's fabulous. And you told us about the lavender.
Yeah.
Lay about lavender.
Yes.
All right, and let's see down here. Guilty pleasure, coffee and chocolate. So how
Coffee,
so tell
and
us a little bit about the
chocolate are
coffee.
kind of, have become very popular. Real chocolate, not Hershey's chocolate, but real chocolate has skin properties. There's a lot of minerals and vitamins in chocolate that people don't think about. Coffee is great for your skin. It's also great for the dimpling
Okay.
on your skin. Now, is this going to make you...
I might need the dimpling free soap then. I was thinking the rose soap, but I might need the dimpling.
Well, you can just use both.
Okay.
But so it's just a good smell, and for some people that don't drink coffee but love the smell of coffee, it's a great soap.
Now I know earlier you had told me that some of these are really good for exfoliation, and I'm assuming these that have got the
They
herbs
do.
in it, and is the coffee?
Yes.
Okay,
This
so
is
that one
real.
would be one also.
This is real fresh ground coffee beans. This is not instant coffee. This is fresh ground. So it gives you that little bit of scrub.
So like right here in the summertime, we're all out here in bathing suits, or you may be in bathing suits. This is great for our legs and stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
ladies to be able to kind of use the
Face.
exfoliation. Okay.
Women, we like to, as a matter of fact, I just exfoliated mine this morning.
Okay.
We all
You look
like
fabulous.
to. Oh, well, thank you. We all like to exfoliate our skin. Well, this is a whole body exfoliated. I mean, you do your arms, your hands, everywhere.
Exciting. And I think we've just got a few more here. So this is the rosemary and eucalyptus, Take Me Away. Tell me just real quick, rosemary and eucalyptus, believe it or not, we actually have, back here my herb garden, I have a tendency to walk by and the rosemary, and I'm always rubbing it and smelling it. To me, this would be great in the wintertime.
It is.
Kind of open up things.
Eucalyptus opens up your pores.
Right?
And the rosemary is just really good. It's a great seasoning also, by the way.
So this is the same one here, the No Worries, Play Hard, Tobacco and Bay Rum. So that's why it smells so good.
Well, you know, it reminds me, I'm older than you are, so my memories are a little bit different. But my grandfather used to get a haircut and a shave on Saturday at the barber shop. And they used to use bay rum to pat on his bald head and his face.
So this is more a nostalgic smell for you?
This is. Now, a lot of people don't understand tobacco scent is not necessarily the scent of a cigarette.
Right.
Tobacco leaves in the field
this smells fantastic.
Smells a lot different than when, so some people mistaken the tobacco for cigarette. This is not a cigarette and booze smelling soap. It's actually a very clean, kind of
earthy,
crisp.
very masculine.
Oh yeah,
very masculine.
but a lot of women love this soap.
I'm telling you, it's because we want our man to smell good.
Oh no, they use it.
Oh, gardenia, definitely. I love the southern flowers smell. So gardenia, oh, this smells light, very nice.
Well, you know, gardenia oil just really smells good.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of like the rose.
And this, you know, anytime you're working with a good smelling soap, it's very relaxing. It makes you feel clean. And you know, I am not a traditional Southern woman, but so many of you Southern women just love
I'm
gardenia,
looking at that gardenia
and magnolia.
You got magnolia too?
We do. And so this was kind of created when we went to the White Squirrel Festival in Brevard. We needed a couple of Southern soaps. So this has been very successful with the really Southern ladies.
Well, Ann, thank you so much for sharing your passion, not just about your products, but educating us a little bit more about. If you want to find out more about Ann's soap, you can go out to anscountrycovered.com. We put the information down on the bottom of the video here. And you have a lot more. We're going to be showcasing some of your other products in just a little bit, but I'm telling you, this is fantastic. I'm going to have to make sure I have some of these and have them throughout the house. So I am Amy Kilpatrick, and this is
Ann Walden.
And we're with Ann's Country Covered.